All right, the most common thing I have to hear when I'm a car dealer is, I know you only paid like $500 for that car. I'm going to show you what actually $400 buys, and I'm going to put a link right here showing you this is what I paid for it. All right, so let's look at this wonderful purchase. Obviously, it's only $300, you can see right here. Why is it sold so cheap? Well, first off, if you can just tell, this thing is not in that great a shape. You can tell that the front end's been hit. It looks like it's been ran through the woods. It's covered in mud. Missing body panels everywhere. I'm going to show you in depth in video here real quick the actual issues it has. But let's go over what this means. So see where it says blue and red? Blue means you can't even get a title likely for 45 days. Red means that the car is sold 100% as is. If you look at some of these announcements, under like body damage, there's a whole paragraph. Underneath surface rust, there's a whole paragraph. All the glass is broken, like multiple parts of the vehicle. Shows heavy rust and penetration through the frame. Broken exhaust, intermittent binding, which means the power steering is not working. The rack on this is completely junk. And it has a couple codes here, but a bunch of monitors aren't set. When I actually picked this car up, it has almost 11 codes. The tires are okay, and it does give me a picture of underneath. I already knew the frame was junk when I saw it. And there is a $100 buy fee on a car of this price. Most of the time the buy fees are more than you think I even pay for the car. Under $500, the fee is only $100. But if you're paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for cars, you're paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars in buy fees. On top of shipping. I did not ship this car because it was sold right in Pulaski, New York. One of you might have even owned this car, I don't know. Anyways, that's a quick overview of what it looked like when I bought it to prove that yes, I only paid $400. And this is what you get. I'm on the bed, don't want no flowers, cause they simple pain. You don't look sad anyway. Wait, I see you smiling, so I can't stand all of your tears, cause they fake. I know what they really feel. They wouldn't know much about me. Not into fucking with all these. Wait, money don't count itself. Always be counting on what I earn. Alright guys, this is a 2001 Subaru Forester L with a 2.5 EJ251 engine. From this exact angle, it's really not that bad looking, but that's only because somebody had wrecked it at one point and they put in new headlights that don't mount properly because it's all bent, broken, twisted. It's missing about half of the trim pieces around the vehicle. They used it to, I can't even describe the smell in here, it's so bad. Anyways, they used it to get logs in the woods and carry them around because it's full of wood. Let's look underneath the beast. It is a rusty piece of crap. For whatever reason, all around the window is coming apart. So if you take this window out, what you'll find is that there's actually pitting and holes all the way around it, so you can't even replace the window, which is broken. I don't know if you can see the cracks, goes all the way across. I will say it does run surprisingly well. Has a new alternator, has a new starter. This is a junkyard engine though. It did not make it the full 299,000 miles this car has. But I've driven it home from, I bought this in Pulaski. That's the only reason I bought it, is that I didn't really have to pay to ship it or anything. And it drives surprisingly well. All the bearings are quiet, but it's super floaty and bouncy. The whole suspension needs to be replaced. This thing has a major gas leak. I can't even park it in our shop because it makes the whole thing smell like it's gonna blow up. Comes right directly down out of the tank, and where the line bends, it dumps out as it runs. Like it smells gas. See it underneath there where it's wet? Oh boy. Another thing is the oil pan is so rotted that it leaks about a quart a day just sitting there. The exhaust is completely broken. I don't know if you can see where it's separated there. It sounds pretty good. This muffler's actually in okay shape. Somebody added it on, but it rotted off. Let's go on the inside here. Heat works and the fan doesn't make that much noise, which is surprising. Might be a slight issue with the headlights considering there are so many spares in here. It's ridiculous. It does have the original owner's manual and a stack of receipts. I'm surprised, actually. I didn't know I had all these. till right now. What a deal. Unfortunately, we are not retailing this and not selling it to the public, because when you add up all the issues, including the almost 11 check engine lights it has, and the miles, 299,000, it is just not worth putting money into the retail. Like, this broken windows, it's so annoying. Oh, it sounds pretty good. Like I said, it drives actually surprisingly smooth. I was going to take this on a road trip and do like, bring it to the 300,000 mile mark and make that like a video of a quick road trip and a piece of crap I paid 400 bucks for. But I actually might need this engine for another project. All the codes it has are for dumb things, that like the fuel pressure has issues, obviously because it's leaking. It has a bunch of cat codes. I'm gonna actually basically just take the engine out that I need, pull the transmission that seems to work fine. I'm assuming it's not original. Eventually, if I go through the glove box of those parts, eventually it's been replaced. Oh boy, clutch feels good too. What a unit. All right, so I guess here's the end result. Can I buy myself something nice for $400? Yeah, but there's no way I can retail this. So here's the deal. Even if I was to decide I want to sell the public a $300,000 car, I have to make sure all these things are taken care of. It has to meet a certain standard, and it's just never going to do it. In order to get something that I can actually sell to you and it not break down within 10 seconds, I have to spend way more than $500. The idea that all dealers just pay 500 bucks to get nice cars is out of this world. Unfortunately, this car's life has now come to an end. It is in line to be chopped apart and use anything we can to make money off from it and be done. The cats alone will be worth about what I paid on it. It's kind of sad because it's an alright vehicle, but it's just, nobody's going to pay more than $1,000 for this thing. It's a piece of crap. It just is what it is.